Hi, it's Dr. Denise and another one of my woodland conversations. And I've been at the wood for about 3 hours today. And normally when I'm at the wood, any stress or tension quickly goes. But it hasn't today. I'm still feeling a bit of anxiety. And I've been trying to reflect on why I have that. And I'm in the midst of writing my next book, and it's always a case of how's it going, and am I putting the right things in the right place, and am I creating the examples in the right way? And this one has to include lots of exercises, so I've been thinking about things I do with my clients and don't write down, and I'm thinking of new things to try out with clients in midlife and beyond. So there's partly that, but I think the main reason I've got some anxiety is next Saturday I'm going off for a week to the Wilderness Guides Council. Never been to one, no idea what to expect. There isn't really any information about it. I'm going to be in a shared yurt with 3 other people. And there's 60 of us going to be there all together. And this is going to be a lot of time with other people, which I'm not used to. I like time alone, so I'm going to have to work out how I manage that. But I think a big thing is the uncertainty. I just don't know what's happening. I'm assuming it's going to be sort of sitting in circle and talking from the heart. And when I've done Way of Counsel, it's always about being lean of speech and not giving your opinion or telling other people what to do. So I don't know if part of it's going to be like that, but there's a big sense of not knowing. And I don't do well with uncertainty, and people might find that a bit strange, given that, I've been traveling around South Africa, not knowing what was going to happen, and obviously spending time, which I did last year, with living with the Maasai tribe. But it always gets to me, and when I'm at airports I get terribly stressed until I've actually got through passport control, and then I always breathe. And all through my life, people have seen me as somebody who's calm, got my what's it together, and they just don't know. There's this thing about being like a duck and nobody sees the paddling that's going on underneath. So when we see people's outside, we never know what's going on their inside. And we know on social media, lots of people are sort of given the impression that they're living their best life, but are they really? Or is it just what they're doing and the photos they're doing and everything else, sort of to get likes or to create an image? And I try and be authentic, and I try and be me, and I try and be kind and compassionate to everybody apart from myself. So I think I need to recognise that this is what's going on in my head at the moment. And I was going to go out this afternoon and meet Shay and, go out, spend an afternoon together. But he's now going to come to the wood, because I think, this is just going to be yet something else that is a feeling like I have to do it. So what I'm trying to do is to do only the things that need to be done. And I have a couple of things I've told people I'm going to deal with on Monday, and I'm not. I'm going to focus more on working on my book, because the deadlines that they've imposed on me don't suit me. And I think I need to stand up and say, I'll get back to them the week after Easter, because I think I've got a lot of my headspace, which is going to be thinking about this coming week when I'm going to be away, which is the week leading up to Good Friday. And I think sometimes we just have to be kind, and we have to rearrange things. And that's something I never did in the past. It was always put everybody first, never let anybody down, put in so much effort. And if it was, all going to be stuff that just affected me and nobody else, well, that's the sort of person that I was. Let's just get everything done for the people. Whereas now, I'm trying my best to listen to myself, to listen to my body, to do the things that are right for me right now. Because sometimes we think we're going to have the time and we think we're going to have the energy, and we're just not. So it's okay to make a change. And I'll explain, maybe I should just send them the video, to the people why they're not going to get a response this coming week. But I'm sure it's going to be fine. And if it's not fine, well, stuff happens, doesn't it? Particularly when you have an elderly mother, and that can change plans anyway. But the sun is shining. My watch says it's 13 degrees, but it feels warm. I'm just in my t-shirt. As you can see, I have my new tent set up on the base that you've seen in the background of pictures. And it's a 5-meter lotus bell. So I've now got a beautiful, beautiful space for when I come here. And, you know, the windows are open. So I've got 2 windows and 2 doors, and it's on a base. It's on a wooden base that's level. So, you know, often in tents and the ground's a bit lumpy and it's not quite straight and your head's going down a hill. Well, I've got a perfect base for it. So I'm going to so enjoy spending time here. So I think that's all I wanted to say. And I hope you get some value out of this, about understanding that, you know, we all get anxious, we all get stressed. And you know what? Actually creating this video has actually helped. So I know I could have just journaled about it, but I wanted to create another video. And I also think it'd be quite nice to look back in years to come about, you know, the videos about how I was at 67 and 72 and 94, however long I'm going to carry on doing these. So until next time, it's Dr. Denise, Woodland Conversation. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye.